Guys, my name is Andi Homonangan Setiawan. In part 1, I will answer the question number 1 and number 2 and number 3. So, the question number 1 is tell us at least 4 skills that are important for the success of your study and why. So, my answer is to be successful in my study, there are 4 key skills that I think are really important. First, the most important skill is time management. Managing time wisely helps me balance all my classes, assignments, and activities. Without good time management, I might miss my deadline or feel stressed. Second is communication skill. This is especially important when working in groups or talking to lecturers. Good communication helps me explain my ideas clearly and understand others' perspective, which is really useful in group discussion or presentation. The third skill is critical thinking. In my studies, I need to solve problems and make decisions, so being able to think critically helps me evaluate information and find the best solution to any challenge I face. Lastly, I believe self-discipline is essential. There are times when I don't feel motivated to study or finish tasks, but self-discipline helps me to stay focused to complete everything on time. Without this, it's easily to get distracted by social media or other things. There are four skill like management, time management, communication, critical thinking, and self-discipline. There are what I consider the keys to success in my studies. So the next one is question number 3. The question is, what does it mean to be good with money? So, my answer is, being good with money means knowing how to manage your finance wisely. It's about more than just saving. It involves making smart decisions about how and where to spend your money. One important part of being good with money is creating a budget. This helps you plan your spending and make sure you don't run out of money before the end of the month. It also allows you to see where your money is going and make adjustments if necessary. Another aspect is saving for the future. Whether is setting aside money for emergency or investing in something that can grow over time, it's important to think long term. Being good with money means you're not just thinking about today but also preparing for tomorrow. Finally, it's about making wise spending choice. For example, before making a purchase, I will always ask myself if it's something really I need or something I want in the moment. Avoiding impulse buying is a big part of being good with money. In summary, being good with money is about budgeting, saving, and making careful decisions about how to spend so you can live comfortably now and in the future. So that's the answer of question number 1 and question number 3 from me. Thanks for listening. Guys, my name is Andi Homonangan Setiawan. In part 2, I will describe picture number 3. In this picture, a group of people is having a meeting. They are sitting around a table and some of them have laptops. It looks like they are discussing something important, possibly related to work or a project. The setting seems like an office or a meeting room, and everyone is there dressed like a business clothes. One person is speaking while the others are listening carefully. The atmosphere appears serious and professional as they work together to make decisions or share ideas. Thank you for listening my explanation. Thank you.
Alright, hello everybody. Today our group will discuss about how to save money for the students who lives far away from his hometown and his family. Before we begin, we will introduce ourselves.
Hello everyone, my name Bimo Alvareza.
Hello everyone, my name is Andi Homonangan.
And my name is Betty Jovian Chadi. Alright, let's talk about how the student can save money. I think the first thing he should do is make a budget. He needs to write down all his expense like rent, food, and other things he has to pay for. That way, he can see how much money he has left after paying for the important stuff.
Yes, I agree. A budget is a good idea, but I think he could also cook his own meals instead of eating out. Cooking at home is cheaper than buying food from restaurant, and he could save a lot the way. Plus, he can cook bigger portion and save them for later.
That's a great point. I also think he should avoid buying unnecessary things like new clothes, gadgets that he doesn't really need. If he only buy what's important, he can save more money.
Yeah, I agree with that too, Sandy. Another way to save money is to walk or use public transportation instead of using taxis or motorbike. It's much cheaper, especially if he needs to travel around a lot.
Right. He could also look for a part-time job. If he has some free time, he could work on the weekend or after class to earn extra money. That way, he won't have to rely only on the money his father sent him.
That's true, but he needs to be careful not to work too much and forget about his studies. I think the best way is to combine these ideas. He should start by budgeting, cooking at home, and using public transport. If he still doesn't have enough money, then maybe he can get a part-time job.
Yeah, I think combining all of these ideas sounds good. So, we agree that he should budget first, cook his own meals, and only get a job if he really needs more money, right?
Yes, that's the best plan, I think.
Yeah, it sounds like a smart way to manage his money, so he doesn't run out at the end of the month.
Okay, that's all about our discussion about how to save money for the student who lives far away from his hometown and his family. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Okay, hello everyone. So, the next question for the party is, what do we usually do to save our money? For me, I think cooking at home is the best way to save it. Eating out is so expensive, and when you cook, you can control what you spend. Plus, you can make bigger portion and save the food for later.
Yeah, I see your point, but I think cooking at home isn't always practical. Sometimes it takes a lot of time, and not everyone has the skill to cook well. I believe using public transport is actually a better way to save money. It's cheaper than taxis or motorbike, and it's better for the environment too.
I agree with you, Bimo. Public transport is definitely a great way to save money, but I think setting a budget is even more important. If you don't have a budget, you could easily overspend even if you cook at home or use public transport. A budget helps you plan and stick to your financial limits.
I see your point, Sandy. But I think budgeting can be hard to follow. Things don't always go as they plan, and sometimes unexpected expense come up, like if you need to fix something or pay for something urgent. In that case, sticking to a strict budget isn't very realistic for me.
Yeah, but I think even if things come unexpectedly, having a budget help you adjust. Without it, you might just spend without thinking. For example, when I budget, I know how much I have left after paying for rent, food, and transport, and I can plan for the emergency.
I think both budgeting and cooking at home are great. But what about buying a second-hand items? It's a way to save money and get good quality things like clothes or books without spending too much. I believe that's an easy and effective way to save.
That's a good idea. But I don't really like buying secondhand. Sometimes the quality isn't as good as buying new, and you never know if something will last long. I prefer buying new items, even if it's a bit more expensive, because at least I know they'll last longer.
I actually agree with Sandy. Buying secondhand can be a great way to save money. I've bought second-hand clothes before, and they were just as good as new ones. It's all about finding the right item. Plus, it's more environmentally friendly.
Exactly. I think if we combine all these ideas, like cooking at home using public transport, setting a budget, and buying secondhand when possible, we can save a lot of money.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Combining different strategies might be the best way to manage our money. Everyone has their own way, but in the end, saving money is about finding what works the best for you.
Totally agree. It's all about balance and figuring out the smartest way to spend less.
Okay, so that's all about how do we keep and save our money. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.